lot of changes going on. We've got the orchard and the garden and the sunflower field and then an extra field over there mowed. I haven't gotten this stuff right here because it's got a pile of dirt on it. I got to use the weed eater. And it's getting a little bit late in the day on Friday, so I'm packing up. We are surrounded by a wall of weeds that are literally taller than the tractor in many places back there. Or I guess I missed this spot on the other side of the trench here. But got the back mowed. Started doing the backyard, but it was not the way I wanted it to. I successfully ran into this power pole and this one. So that was good. We got this field mowed out. I didn't do that one, but we got this area cleared out. And there was also some mowing that went on my face and my head. Got a little bit cleaned up. I was looking pretty rough and scraggly and had to go to the embassy for a visa extension and then going to the immigration next week, and I felt like I needed to look a little bit more like a human than a caveman. But yeah, there's a I guess we haven't updated on anything in a long time, but over here is chickens. Let's see, we had the jungle chickens. I'm gonna pan this out and then run. We had the jungle chickens. Prudence let the rooster out one day while we were eating lunch from his little cage. He comes around still, especially when we got these ones. He started coming around and visiting with them a lot. And when he crows in the jungle, this little rooster crows. Then there was the other one that was laying eggs in the shop over there. Well, she kept laying them out here and then they would get eaten or something. And so we saw her looking for a spot. So we put a box on top of one of my shelves in there. And sure enough, she went in there, laid eggs. She laid 8 eggs and then eventually sat on them. 4 of them hatched. One of them was sick and we had to get rid of it. But we had those off in the cage over there until they got big enough to be okay. And then we kind of, actually just this couple days ago, we let them go. And they just hang out behind the shop now and feed. These ones, I'm in a chicken group on Facebook, and I saw a guy who had chickens for sale that were not, you know, hormoned and vaccinated. And so we said, well, let's go and check it out. He invited our whole family out to come see. They had so many birds. Their house was like a park. It was beautiful. And they let us pick our chickens, and then they wouldn't let us pay for them. So Joseph picked that rooster there and named him Digfoot because he wanted him because he said, I want the one with the big feet. You can see he's standing on 1 foot right now. I don't know why. But these chickens, certain ones have, you know, these feathers all over their feet. And so Jessica said, oh, you should name him Bigfoot. And Joe said, no, I want to name him Digfoot, which he does do. He does a lot of digging, as you can see his female companion there. That one is, I think Jessica's or Prudy's. It's leopard. This dark gray one here is Smokey. The other one over there is Speckles. That's Asher's, the lighter colored one. And mine is the brown bomber over there. I did not name it, but let's see if we can zoom in so you can see it. On that brown one, on the side of its face, it has this like iridescent, you can't see it, has an iridescent blue mark, which the jungle chicken has a big white one, but hers is like a light blue. It's really odd. But anyway, so we've got these guys in here. You can see, maybe you can't. There we go. I haven't gotten the door built on this yet. This was like thrown together really quickly. Got a couple eggs. I'm gonna see if we can hatch out a big group, and then they're gonna be our workforce. Because we've got what they're in, obviously, this chicken tractor, which is needs to be finished. But anyways, so we've got this that we can move around to different spots, and they will sit there and scratch and till up and eat bugs. Last night, while I was mowing this field, all the bugs, started jumping and flying out of there. And I looked in here and it was like a crazy party. They were flying around. These bugs kept landing in their thing and they got them right away. So a lot of our trees in the orchard, I mean, aside from the flooding, they were just getting eaten. All the citrus was just getting eaten up. I think I shared this before, maybe not. But I mean, like there's an orange tree, and this one is not doing as bad, which it's yellowing, maybe needs some water. But like this one, I mean, it's like gone, basically. It's been eaten alive. All of these ones were also like that, but then as soon as the flooding tapered off and the rain slowed down, these ones are looking a lot better. But like the lemon tree over there, the lime tree, they're all just getting consumed with bugs. And so we want to run the chickens through the orchard as well as the garden, but we don't want to just let them free run in the garden. This is a dog that has adopted us. It just showed up one day while we were eating lunch. It ran up, started whimpering as if it was so excited to see us and had been missing us for so long, and then has never left. I didn't feed it for the first 2 days, expecting that it would go away and find food. It didn't. So, but also in that 2 days, it didn't eat the baby chicks that were running around. So it seems like a good dog, and we've now started feeding it. This is the deluxe chicken tractor. It fits exactly between the rows of trees in the orchard. So we can move it about through there. Clearly it's not finished. But this one actually has like a spot for them at night. This is gonna get closed off, this whole back square section here. This has to get finished, but this is a tray for lay boxes. We'll put a roost across here so they have somewhere to sleep at night. But that's covered and that's as predator proof as we can make it. But yeah, I didn't really intend for this to be a long video. I was just gonna record the mowing. But and we got the septic in the back set. That septic tank is in the hole, and the some other missionaries came for a camp meeting, and they actually dug out a leach field for us, and so that's all dug out. This one needs to get laid in to this hole. So this is our other septic system. This is a tie style. So basically we just have rings. Those are concrete rings that go down. They're open on the bottom with a flat lid. So we'll hook up that septic, dig a trench for the leach line to tie into the leach field over there. And then that'll be in business. We've got water filtration hooked up. Please don't mind my shop. We still haven't cleaned it up since the flood. For those of you who haven't seen the flood video, here's an idea of where the water level was. So thankfully the house was just high enough that the water didn't go in. You can see on the back side the water line was just like this far away from coming in. They said that it hasn't flooded like this in 10 years. But anyway, so we had that much water inside the shop, as well as all over the property. All the way out past where the chickens were was standing water. All of that was underwater. We had all this stuff. This pump had floated from over there to over here and was laying on its side. We had bricks and pallets and things just floating across. You can go on the channel. There's another video showing all that from the day after, the first day I arrived after it. So that's why my shop looks like this, because we had to pull everything out and get it cleaned up, and I have not had the opportunity to put it back together yet. That's on the plan for Sunday. I didn't think mowing would take so long. But anyways, we've got the filtration system that will get set up here pretty quick. Yeah, the solar has all been moved up. I'm not gonna go up there. I need to be done because this is almost 10 minutes long. But anyways, the solar house is finished. It is housing the inverter and the batteries. I say inverter because unfortunately the other inverter was in its box underneath my workbench and was fully submerged and is dead. But this Wilder, which has been flooded twice now, it was also sitting on the floor right next to this thing. I opened it up, I sprayed it out with the compressor, and it works fine. So amazing. Fridge here died, so we've got another little mini one. But yeah, things are coming along, and we appreciate everyone's support and prayers. And Jessica might be upset that I don't allow her to participate in this. The corn that we grew, it's much stunted because of a lot of flooding, but it did come out, and I think there were some some kernels that were already sprouting, and so excuse me, we have let this dry out, and we're gonna plant more in a proper season where we can get it. These are the giant sunflowers that we grew. They didn't get as giant as some of the pictures we saw, but again, flooding and the like were culprits in that, I think. But we got all this stuff drying, getting ready that we can plant again. I hear the mama chicken out here scratching. Oh no, that's the dog. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for your support. We really appreciate it. We can definitely use prayer. We can always use prayer. But right now there's a lot of spiritual attack happening. So yeah, if you can just please lift us up, it would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, drop us a line or write a message or something if you feel like you have time. We'd love to hear from you guys. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.